All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, and welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, Carter. No. Welcome back to kobra35's E-bike Adventure. We are just out here after the errand on a Thursday. Every Thursday, I run a little bit of errand right here in this area. So I pretty much got to pick something up and drop something off. And then that's about it. But otherwise, we are continuing back into the ride from Westminster to Costa Mesa. We are in the city of Costa Mesa. We are going to be in the ride right up here pretty soon, where I do my last little drop off and then pretty much come back into the ride later on tonight of my time over here in Orange County, California, which will be believable Pacific Daylight Time. And that'll be 11 p.m. Actually, it's about 11:30-ish. It takes me time to get everything set up on the bike and get back up on the road. Anyways, we're out here. If you missed out on the evening ride heading from the area of Westminster to Costa Mesa out here where we are right now, you can see that whole live by coming out of this live and just checking out. It should be posted pretty soon, completely posted. And it's a good hour. It's a good hour and a half ride every day. But sometimes I can make it into an hour, seriously. And it's really fun to do. And I choose to ride my e-bike everywhere I go compared to taking the bus or driving a car. It is so much money savable out here for anybody that is not a well-off person. A person that can't afford a car and barely afford his rent, barely afford your rent or whatever like that, you know, you're doing out here in this world, because everything's just skyrocketing. Can you guys believe it's $1,000 at the very lowest? Actually, it's like, yeah, it's like, I think it's like 1,000 something, 1,200, 1,300, something like that. You might be able to get a one-bedroom apartment for out here. In a one-bedroom access studio. Okay, one bedrooms we're running out here like $2,000 or higher. I heard some people say they got one bedrooms out here going for like $3,000 in Costa Mesa. Yeah, that's crazy. That's just highway robbery, because you can't even barely afford that on this one job out here, making ends meet. And the way that rent works out here, you pay it every month. Okay, so the actual way to stay covered up on that situation is taking whatever you make and divide that by 4. If you get paid by the week, if you get paid by every 2 weeks, which some people do get paid every 2 weeks, they pretty much take that and got to divide it by, you know, every 2 weeks. There's 4 weeks in a month, so bam, there you go. And if you do over 2 weeks, it's got to be 2, 4, so 2 times. It's pretty hard to even live on that, either which way you go, just to, you know, divide it of how much you are making just to pay off the rent, to keep the roof over your head. And then basically the electricity and all that other stuff, and gas even makes it harder on you if you can barely afford just your rent. Because let's see, for example, if your rent is $1,500 or something, you got take about pretty close to $300 out of each paycheck. How? It's a lot. Or sometimes even more, depends on what, if you get paid by the week or every 2 weeks. All right, right up here, we're gonna have to ride and call it in for the evening ride. And in the meantime, you guys can go check out my music on Spotify or anywhere you stream your music at. And then on top of that, you also can go ahead and check out all the other e-bike adventure videos on this channel of the live. Or you can check out the e-bike adventures on the regular YouTube area. But I will check you guys all out later on tonight. Tune in at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Check you out later.